Go live. Boom. All right. So now we are live. Let's give it a minute. Let's let some people come into the chat right quick. I'll do just in case. I'll run this right quick. We'll come in like this. Hopefully the light is good. I mean, light looks good for me. All right, so we're here today. We got Carina in here in the chat. And say something right quick. Let's make sure your mic is good. Okay.
Is my mic on?
I think so. I'm seeing it there. Okay, cool. Okay. So she's got a new phone. She's getting a new iPhone today. And she didn't have to buy it outright. It's her contract. So it's not like she's stretching for it. So that's just one thing I wanted to put out there. But anyway, let's go ahead with the unboxing.
Yeah, I can't wait.
A live unboxing.
Yeah. Something new.
Yeah. All right, we got one person in here who commented. Let me go ahead and see what's good. What's good? We over here trying something with this unboxing. Karina's gonna rip it apart.
Don't rip it apart.
Don't mess up a nail now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice.
So
Yeah.
here it is.
Nice. Okay, let's get this off here.
The iPhone 14 Pro Max in gold. I love gold. I mean, I would get it in diamond if they would offer that, you know.
Diamond.
That's my favorite color. A diamond has a lot of colors.
Yeah, I guess it does, huh?
Yeah.
But you can get the same colors with glass.
With glass?
Yeah, if it was like crystal.
That's like two things you need to rip off.
Yeah, two. That's what's up.
Okay. And here it is. So that is new.
What's that?
Like that thing on the camera.
Oh, at the bottom? Yeah, the IR sensor at the bottom. Is it? Let me compare it to mine.
No, I mean that it's like, is it like not like more glass? Like it's coming out a little bigger?
Yeah, that whole bump is much bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger. Like
more raised up.
This is the 12 Pro Max. So yeah, the whole camera area is a little bigger. Also those, the circles are bigger too.
Yeah, the camera circles are definitely bigger. Show it to the camera.
So this is the new one.
Yeah, I think
this is the old one, the 12 Pro Max.
Right.
I don't know if you can really notice it.
It might be a little bit out of focus.
Maybe.
Yeah. Let me see if you put it like right. If you block it, the camera wants to focus on the eyes. Sees people. It's got face face off.
So let's see. Okay, so it comes with a charger, but not with a plug-in, with a big one, right? Yeah, like that's like for 2 years they do it like that, I think. And then it has
A satisfying feel.
Yeah. And I think only the pros have the shiny
outside,
yeah.
So what do the non-pros have?
I think it's like just matte, like almost the same color like they have in the back. And I don't think the non-pros come in gold.
Okay, yeah,
I think the gold, because when they had the event, I was waiting for the gold, and I was like, I hope they still have the gold, and then they showed it in the pros. So let's turn it on.
No, we're not streaming from the iPhone. We're streaming from the main camera, the Sony cam. But you know, we're showing the iPhone 14 Pro. She's getting it figured Pro Max. So we figure in gold. How many gigabyte?
256.
256.
Because I have 2 terabyte in the iCloud. So
Okay.
It says hello.
2 terabyte iCloud. Okay, yeah. So we decided to do this just because why not?
Yeah.
You know, I need to flex my YouTube muscle a little bit. The little baby muscles I got. I need to try things.
So yeah, see that's new here on top. The how they call it, the notch?
That dynamic island.
Okay.
The dynamic island.
Yeah, so that's new. You
Clint.
can already tell.
Clint Andre says, I kindly request one, please. Can we send you one? You know what, man? If I get to 500,000 subscribers, I'll probably send somebody the iPhone then. You know, if I got somebody that been with me from now till then, if I ever get it, that's a big if. Then maybe.
Okay, so now let me choose the language. I think we're all used to that. So I'm gonna do German because I'm German. Is that all right?
Why not? Yeah.
Germany. Okay, and now if you want to do it manual or the quick
setup. Show it to the screen right quick. See if it pops up. Okay, nice.
I can only say manual. I don't know where I can say quick. Okay, once the Wi-Fi. I wonder, no, I guess I cannot share it on this phone because it's not
connected to your account. I thought you would sign into your iCloud account and then it would be a lot easier to do.
I think before you can sign in, you need to be connected to the Wi-Fi, right?
Oh, true.
Because how you want to sign in without internet connection?
Said,
Okay, so now it says to activate the phone. It's going to take a few minutes.
Okay. Black Ham TV said when they get action mode in 4K, it's a wrap. Okay, the blue light went out, y'all. I don't know. My blue light is
plug it in?
Nope. It's been giving me trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 4K action mode, I was seeing some reviews on it and they were making it sound like action mode wasn't that much better than regular mode. People were running around, running and jumping in regular mode and it was fine.
It wants my face now.
Do your face?
I do my face. You need to circle it around, right? No, first you have to place it.
Right. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nach unten.
It needs more light?
No, more from the, not from the top. Okay, now I do the circle. Oh my God. It looks super funny. Everyone thinks like, what? Oh, and now it's like Face ID, use it with a face mask. So I would have to put on a mask now to set that up though. See, so it's giving me, I don't know if you can.
Okay.
No, it's like not in the focus, right?
Yeah, because it's focusing on our eyes.
Yeah. So it gives me different options. But I can also do that later.
Right. Face ID with the mask. Okay, yeah, so we rocking without the light. We can boost the white light too.
So now the code, and
it's too dark.
I can choose how many numbers I want, or if I want letters.
So, I was thinking about getting the iPhone 14 Pro Max because, I'll be doing YouTube and all that. But then I was like, my 12 was working fine. And I just got this thing. And this, is because my old one was bad. So I think I'm going to rock with the 12 Pro Max until maybe the 15 comes out. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. But I think the 500 gig version of this. The only downside to this one is I think my battery is now I have to charge it once a day. I don't know if that's my use. Maybe I'm using it more. It's probably combined issues, right? I'm using it more and the battery is getting, depleted more. But that's the only annoyance I have I have iCloud, and I need to learn from Carina how to offload my stuff, more of my stuff, and put it on iCloud and free up some of the space I have here. But normally, with 500 gigs, when I get close to the end and I go through and I look at what I have on here, it's time for me to delete a bunch of stuff anyway. All right, where we at with yours?
It's asking for my password. I typed it in, but I guess I made a mistake.
Something wrong with the mic? Okay. All right, well, hold on. Let me switch that out because I'm prepared for that today. I knew these mics might be doing something. I got another set ready to rock. I don't know why that's been happening lately, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just switch it out right quick. So Carina will continue setting up with hers, and we'll switch this out.
I don't know. I kind of forgot my password, I guess, even though I saved it. Maybe I changed it and I didn't save the change. But I'm just gonna reset it real quick.
Cool. All right, I got these on, and then once I turn this on.
Answer other questions if there are any, though.
Let me see. All right, about to unplug this mic and go into the other mic. Let's do this. Okay, I don't know if it switched over seamlessly, but if it did, then we will soon find out. And then for you, you might have to, what we'll do is we'll, let me see how the mic levels are looking on the mic there. Let me check in here. Settings, audio. I gotta go here. Mic. Okay, it's good. That's good there. And we'll set you up right here. So instead of this, we'll switch over to this. Boom. Okay.
It stays here, or should I flip it back?
You can clip it back on if you want. All right. So I think we're good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I don't know, man. This DJI mic sometimes don't be coming through like I wanted to. Well, we at it though. Let's
so
get
it's better now.
Yeah, it's better. Let's get some of the let's get some of that going. Ooh, music. I don't know.
So this is weird.
What's weird about it?
Like it's asking me to put in a phone number,
right?
And I did. And now it says it's not the correct number. Like you see, it says my number ends with a 6 for the stand, right? And I did put that in.
Right.
But it's like no. How else can I change my password?
Well, hold up. The number, maybe take off since it knows you're in Germany, do you need the double zeros?
Maybe not.
You don't need the country code.
It just, when I started to type it in, it wasn't like it's an American number, you know?
Right.
Maybe I try it like this. Oh,
Bam,
yeah.
See?
You're right. So here, okay, so now my other phone. It's like asking me for permission. Yes.
Let me see.
Okay, and now I can set up a new password.
Somebody asked when I'm gonna collab with Ace again. I mean, anytime, man. It ain't me and Ace link up. It ain't even really a collab. We just hanging out, y'all tuning in. You know what I mean? It's that's how it is. It's all about timing. I don't know if he's on a move right now. I think he did a live on Instagram yesterday. I think he's with Marshall. If y'all remember Marshall from You know, he was one of the first YouTubers doing stuff out of Colombia. And he was with him, and he was saying that Marshall was leaving Mexico that next day, and that he may be leaving, which was, I think, today as well. So he didn't know. So that's one thing about Ace and myself. Like, you just we never know where we gonna be. Especially like in Latin America, like you could just be like, I ain't feeling it. I'm leaving tomorrow. Like, and that's how we be. That's how we roll sometimes, man. And sometimes he might be feeling the spot, he stay, and I'd be like, I ain't feeling it, or vice versa. So, but yeah, we'll see. So how's it going with the phone?
Like, so now I was able to put in a password.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it says it's gonna take a few minutes
to register.
Mm-hmm. Or I think, like it's looking for the backup probably in my iCloud.
Ah, yeah. You got a lot in your iCloud too, huh?
Yeah.
Me, my iCloud is slim.
That's like what it says. So now it's like last backup was, so it says on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, there's my work phone and there's my iPad. So I can pick. So this one.
Let me see what other questions we had in here. Yeah, that's right. Hit the like button. We just doing something different. Little live unboxing. Kind of like her idea. I was like, hey, we can do an unboxing. Let's just film it. She was like, no, let's do it different. Let's do something different. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of unboxing videos out there already, right?
True.
And then you cannot ask questions while they do it.
Right.
You can ask it later in the comments, and then if you're lucky, they answer.
Right.
So, but we thought something different.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's asking me if this will be my new iPhone and if I want everything to be the same, the setup, like my Apple Watch, the connection and all that.
Right.
And all that. So I could choose now if I would like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I do. So continue.
Does Carina have a channel? No, she does not have a channel yet. But if she desires one in the future, I help set her up.
I have an Instagram account, but it's private.
There you go. You heard it from the horse's mouth, or from her mouth. People be asking later, like, oh, tell you what's up? She got an Instagram? Like, not everybody wants to be. I noticed that here in Germany, a lot of people are cool with the amount of followers they have, and they stay right there. They don't want to get a bunch of followers. Where in like other places in the world, people want as many followers as they can get.
I mean, I think especially as a woman, it depends. Like, let's say I don't want to think about it if I post something, if people will follow me because they're looking for something I don't offer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And then you get all kind of like messages and your
thirsty messages,
and you don't know. Like, I don't really like that. So this is why I choose
to keep it private.
Yes, and then I would like to know who can see my pictures.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
Kind of have the control. I mean, if you have a public account, of course you can post different content.
Right.
But this account is just for like friends, family, people I know, people I met when I traveled.
Okay.
It's a good way to stay in touch.
Gotcha. Somebody mentioned something about sounds like it's less staticky, but Carina's mic is still not perfect. All right, hold on. Don't touch it. Let's see. Is that still the case? Is her mic not perfect now? After we plugged in and everything, so we're just waiting for the chat to respond before we do anything. I used to work in communication, and that was one thing. Like, if you have problems and you start doing a bunch of stuff before you figure out, then you just made it worse.
Okay.
So that's just one person's opinion. It might be fixed now. I don't know, because nobody else is saying much about it. But otherwise, somebody said I want to say Bethesda when I see that, but Garcia says I bought my son the 13, but I stay with the 10 Pro Max. not into spending that amount for a new one. I hear you. Especially if it's not, it's out of contract or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not worth. I'm looking at the 14. Like I said, I'm staying with the 12. I got the 12 Pro Max, and even as a YouTuber where my phone needs to have a decent camera, the 14 Pro has a better camera. I noticed it on the depth of field. I did a little test in the store, and I could see that when I had them both in the same lighting scenario, the 14 could blur out the background more and have a very sharp image in front versus the 12. But I would say for my uses, it's not that much of a gain for me, right? It would be nice to have, but if that's it for me, I can't upgrade.
Okay, it asks me if I want to add like my credit and debit cards to my wallet. I can do that now, or I can do that later.
So you got a small channel, yeah. Maybe I'll check out your channel a little bit later. But yeah, you just gotta keep pushing, get around other YouTubers, people who are doing the same, like-minded people, right? Makes sense. Whether you playing ball, YouTube, business world, whatever you're doing, get around other people who are trying to do that as well, and stuff will rub off. That's just how it works.
Okay, so now it's downloading everything from the iCloud.
Nice.
And it's calculating the time, how long it will take.
Okay.
Oh, it says something went wrong. I don't know why.
Something always goes wrong.
Yeah. Okay, now it asked me to pick the backup again.
So Terry P asked why she get a new iPhone. Basically, she's under contract, so her contract was up, so she could leave and go to a new company, or re-up and get the new phone at a decent rate and not.
Sure. So of course you can also get a contract without a phone and pay less. But for me, it's like I do it like this all the time. So every 2 years I get a new phone and I upgrade, and I'm gonna sell my old one. And like that, I always have the new technology, and also it's not an old phone. So like if something happens to it and suddenly it doesn't work anymore because I was using it for a while, I don't need to worry about buying a new one and have to pay all the amount of money for a new phone. So it's a little bit like a payment plan, I would say. Like you pay your monthly phone contract, it's a little more.
Yeah, we got the same in the States.
Yeah, and then. But the old phones, so this one is 2 years old and it's still selling very well right now. So I think it's like a good system to do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're, like I said, if you're under contract and that's your thing, you might as well take advantage of your contract. Me, the way I travel, I can't be under contract for anybody. I think I do have Google Fi though. So here's one issue that I'm thinking about with the 14 Pro Max that kind of I go back and forth with. If you buy it here in Europe, it still has the SIM card tray. The ones in the States don't. So for me as a traveler, even on the old one I have right now, I use the eSIM, which you don't need a SIM card for, but then you can have your eSIM in, and then you go to certain countries and you get their chip and you put that chip in. So you got two numbers at the same time on the same phone. So if you take away the SIM card tray, like they have on the 14s in the States, then you can't do that. You can't run two numbers at the same time, which is an issue.
I actually think I'm going to change the SIM card now. Maybe that was the issue.
Maybe.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Stuck. I don't know. I don't think I ever took it out.
Damn it! It was a little sticky. I got to pop.
Yeah, well, 2 years.
2 years you ain't changed it?
Probably not.
That's right. You don't change yours when you travel. You just leave it in with the same chip, right? All right. These things are always a little like, okay, which way they want me to lay the chip down?
And if I need to and I cannot find this little tool that Apple sends you, I just use my earring. That also really helps.
Little woman hack.
Yes, and for the man, then you just need to find a lady. I actually had that. I was sitting in a bar and some guys came and asked me for my earring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would never even think to ask a woman for that.
Actually, that's a good thing. Like
good pick up line.
Yeah. Because I didn't think they want to flirt, you know. So let's see.
Especially if you got a new phone, like, hey, I got this new phone. Look at this, girl. Look at this. I think I can borrow one of your earrings right quick. Yeah, hit the like button, Pete. Let me see. Yeah, if you in construction and you know you rough, even if you know you rough with phones or you lose phones a lot, you probably don't need the latest phone. Mm-hmm. You know, if you do put one of them OtterBox cases on it, you know.
Yeah, they have really good cases.
Yeah. But these phones are already big, so you get a big case, you better have some big pockets. You know, you better not be trying to wear skinny jeans and
I got it with insurance. I'm sure you have that in the States too.
Yeah.
So I pay like €10 every month, and then in case someone steals it or in case if I like just smash it,
right,
I will get a new one.
Nice.
Okay, so it's trying again to download the stuff from the cloud. Let's see.
Let me see. Question: if you can afford it, do you think it's better to have a work phone or a private phone? I mean, some jobs require that you have a work phone. So here's my thing: if you need a work phone, it's because work gave you the phone.
Yeah.
Like I ain't buying no phone for work. You know, like it's yeah. If it's that needed, or they have their specialized whatever they want, or this line is only for work type of thing, then they should give you the work phone. I would never rely on a work phone as my personal phone because they can snatch it, they can monitor it, they can cut it, they can limit it, they can do all kind of things for it. So I mean, I guess if I guess it depends on your situation, tell you the truth, like financially. But if work gave me a phone, I'd use it just like they say, just for work, and I wouldn't surf the web on it, or say surf the web, but I wouldn't do any of the apps or anything like that with their phone.
Yeah, also better for work-life balance, I think, because then you will check the email, see the emails coming in.
Yep. And they definitely are checking that phone.
Okay, so it's calculating again. Let's see. What are we doing if it says like 5 hours?
Then we'll say, hey, thanks for tuning in, and we'll check with you later. Or maybe we'll discuss something random if somebody brings something up, you know?
Are there any questions?
I don't think there's too many questions. I saw Travelmatic in here. I know he's doing this thing on YouTube as well. He had some videos. I forgot what his last video was from. Was it from DR or El Salvador, I think? El Salvador. He had some stuff from there. El Salvador's coming up a lot in the news just because of stuff they got going on there. But yeah, if you want to see some stuff on that, he got some stuff from Cuba too. I haven't been to Cuba before. But
I've been.
You been to Cuba?
Yeah.
That's right.
I even did like the parachute thing in Cuba.
Oh, that's right. But you German. See, for you, it ain't an issue to go to Cuba.
True, and they didn't give me a stamp in the passport because they were like, if they do that, back then, I don't know how it is now, but back then they were like, if they do that, then I will have issues to travel to the States.
Oh, really? So they spared you that.
They checked my passport at the airport and didn't give me a stamp.
Speaking of passports, they hooked your boy up with a new passport. It came in the mail, you know? Because my other one, I don't know if y'all heard before on one of my other live streams, my other one got full. My passport got full. And when I came into Germany, the customs dude was like, hey man, what am I supposed to do with this? Ain't no space for me to stamp. I was like, bro, come on, man, you can do something. You want me to find you a space? Just stamp it right there. I know where it's at. Yeah. He went and called his boss and was like asking his boss where he was kind of young too. So he called his boss, and her phone's already ringing.
It's already ringing. Like, it's not like it's trying to get the stuff from the iCloud, but it's already ringing, so it works, I guess.
Yeah.
I canceled the call though.
But he called his boss and the customs guy and was like, "Can I do this?" He's like, "Yeah, just stamp it anyway." And the dude was like, "Yeah, you're supposed to have two free pages in your passport, and then you're supposed to request for another passport." My passport ain't even, it's like 5 years old, I think. So it's half of the life. Had to get a new one. And now I'm wondering if some of the visas I have in there are still valid for countries I need to go to, but I might have to go to the embassy or consulate of that country and get a whole new visa, which means I got to pay again and get another. Hopefully I don't have to do that. I want to come up and find out. Maybe I can have my old passport with me and go have both passports, see the old visa, see it's still valid, see the new passport, and just stamp it. You know? We'll see how that works out. Okay, let's see. What other questions we have? Let me see. Is it different when you work for yourself? You use whatever is easy and didn't need the 256? Yeah, for sure. Like, if you don't need 256 gigs and you're not, here's the thing. Me personally, as a YouTuber, creator, and, content creator, whatever, I do take a lot of videos. I take a lot more than what y'all see. And one tool I use is this phone because it's handy. I like the stuff that comes out of this camera. I like the quality that comes out of this camera, and I'm learning a lot with the camera. But the phones are getting to the point now where it's totally acceptable in most situations to use your phone, especially with Instagram, social media. You pop it up like that, pop it like this. I got the little ring on my case, y'all can see right there, so it makes it a little bit easier to handle when I'm doing it. But it's like the Swiss Army knife for a creator. You pop it out, bam, just start going, do your thing, and you'll use up 256 gigs pretty quick. You have to have a very strict off-ramp. Like, okay, every couple days I'm taking videos off, putting it on a hard drive from the phone and all that. With 500 gigs, you have a little bit more space. And I record everything off my phone is in 4K, most of the time at 60p. So those are bigger files. Unless it's at night, I use 24p because it gathers more light. But yeah, let me see. So how's the phone doing right now?
It's still calculating the time, so I'm sure it will, if it's already taking that long to calculate, I'm sure it will take pretty long.
Yeah, it's going to take forever. Yeah. But anyway, just show the phone right quick. Show how good it looks. You know?
I don't know. Is that close enough?
Yeah, I think, well, if you back a little bit, yeah, you can see it right there.
So it's like shiny. Oh, you can see my fingerprints already.
Yeah.
But it has the gold shiny.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's an iPhone. It's not that much different from the last one, but
no, it's not that much different. You can see the top here is different.
Right.
And then we can show that later as soon as it's on. Like, I think when you tap on it or you can pull it down, something like that, then you have more options and new options and all. I think like your music or whatever you're trying to control. I think it's like a new control center there.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I need to try it.
Let me hit some of these questions right quick. So, production quality, 10 out of 10. I appreciate that, brother. We still got some work to do. We ain't quite a 10. I appreciate the compliment, though, but we ain't there yet. But we gonna get there. We trying, you know. Black Hand TV, slight flex. What we flexing on? The phone? The phone is a slight flex, you know, and maybe this thing right here, but I've always been a techie, so I know some people who might be, oh, Tay trying to do it. Like, no, bro, I've been like that. I've been a tech head since I was a kid. It just, if anything, I've been trying to not show that side, you know. But people who really know me, I mean, even back in the day, 10 years ago, I used to have like all the newest phones, right? I get a new phone every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll slow down a lot with that. So
and you had a lot of different phones all the time.
Yeah.
You even had like different watches, one on your one on your foot.
Oh yeah. I was trying like I had for one point I was using a Fitbit, and then I had the regular watch on too. You know.
I remember that time you had it on your ankle and on your wrist, the other one, and you were comparing.
Yeah. I got skinny ankles. You know, they had a
But if you're into technology, you're just into technology.
Yep.
Then that's what you like.
Yep. That's why y'all see my Instagram handle, Technology. Because at work one time, my boss was we was trying to organize some things, and I was like, hey, let's use this app. I think it might have been Slack or something like that at the time. My boss was like, hey, we ain't using your technology up in here. I was like, huh? I was like, hey. So, you know, I've always been ahead of the curve as far as most people I'm around. But I think, yeah, over the last maybe 5 years, I've slowed down quite a bit and just being more direct or deliberate with what I'm gonna get. Like, all right, if I'm gonna get some technology, I either really like it and I don't care what anybody thinks, or it's very useful and I think I can do something with it. Like this camera, that is a side of tech that I knew it was gonna take time. Like you get a camera like this, if you're not used to it, you're gonna have to take time to learn it. Watch it. You're gonna have to do videos. You're gonna have to go out and experiment. And I think, even though I've had it almost a year, I think it's gonna be like another year before I'm really, really comfortable with it. Or maybe by this summer, or maybe another huge event where I use it a lot. So we'll see. Passport Bros. You know, I heard about the Passport Bros and I'm all for it, bro. Like they, you know, I can't say nothing bad about them and all that, but I just wouldn't consider myself that, just because I've always had a passport since I was 8 years old. You know, so travel is not always. It hasn't always been for enjoyment. It's been for necessity to go see family, and like you're coming, like you're done with school. Oh, you want to play with your friends all summer? Nah, we going to Africa. So yeah, so I've always been traveling. Passport is part of the family bridge. Oh no, she ain't gonna drop it. Or she do drop it, she got insurance, so she good.
Actually, I did drop my 12 Pro Max a few times, but I was using that case.
Right.
Or another case, like I didn't use that case all the time. Like this one has these little things you can put a chain on.
Oh, okay.
And nothing happened to it, so it was very well protected. Nothing happened. Like I was worried something happened to the screen when I dropped it. I even dropped it on the street sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are really good, I think, when you use a case.
Right. Has that extra layer of protection. I dropped mine, and this is a really rugged case, but I was taking it out of the case because I was about to fly the drone. I think I was in North Carolina, and I was in my car, and I was on the side just sitting there, and I popped it out of the case so I could fit it into the thing. And right when I popped it out, it slid off my leg, bang, right to the asphalt. All right, so we got camera issues, y'all. Hold on. We'll be right back.
First the blue light, then the camera.
We good. Hold on. This ain't out of the ordinary. I know why the camera is actually.
It's all right. We're still here, right?
Yeah, we still.
Yeah. So in this, instead of calculating now, it changed to this one screen. Like I don't know. It looks like it's doing something. Do you have another battery?
We almost back, man. We almost back up. What happens is,
oh, okay. So my watch is asking me if I want to connect it to the new phone. Oh, and I already see the picture of my nephew. So yeah.
Oh, nice. It's
It
already
looks like
you back up.
yeah, that's my nephew. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. So it's everything is there, but the apps are like downloading. I think the apps and all the data that are in the apps. So it's asking me if I want to connect it to my FaceTime, if I want to use this device to show back on this one.
Yep.
You can see it really like it's different with the quality. Right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think it was worth it.
Yeah, it's always worth
I mean,
it.
it takes really nice pictures, but I
Right.
think the video quality is also a lot better.
Yeah, I got some video on this thing. Sometimes I'll just be experimenting with the camera, and I'll do some video. I got some video of I think I talked about this before, but walking out on a shopping street, and I'm in the middle of the street, and I got the lens up like this, and I'm holding, and people are just walking straight, and they see me, and they just step to the side. In France, people are they expect to see cameras everywhere, so. But it was kind of cool, the depth of field, because it's just locking on, autofocus is locking on certain people's faces. Like, I'm not pointing at anybody, I'm just pointing down. And certain people are just locking on, and then they walk by and boom, it just picks somebody else, and everybody else is out of focus. It looks pretty dope. I'm gonna share it with y'all, don't worry. Just not today. Oh, he's talking about the slight flex was the passport. I guess, but it is a good one, bro. Like, it shouldn't. I've had that issue before with another passport, and back then they would just put in 25 more pages, so you just have a thicker passport, and they don't do that no more. Yeah, so, but yeah, yep. I think you're talking about the tech side, right? Yeah, I'm a little behind on these comments. As a kid, did you ever take a friend of one of your family trips? Nah, I mean, because one, the money issue, right? Like, you're taking trips like that. But my cousins did roll with me. So I had cousins around my age. One is a year older than me, one is a year younger than me. So it was like, we were the perfect. And, we did some trips where we went from the States, stopped in France for a little bit, and then to Africa. And then at one point they stayed in Africa for a couple years. And then I think one time we even came back together too. So those were, those are like some of the golden years of the youth, golden memories. We riding around on, I remember we took out we was like maybe 12 or something like that. We was riding around in Togo on mopeds in the sand, and our grandma was, their grandma was like kind of like a boss lady in the area, right? So nobody could say nothing to us. We were just rolling around there like, oh, they're her boys over there. They acting up. People be yelling at us. We just, we didn't even know how to ride mopeds. We just getting it. But yeah, good times back then, man. Is the 14 worth getting? I mean, we kind of went over that before. If it's in your contract and it's a good financial deal, I would say go ahead and get it. If you're coming from something like a 12 Pro Max, personally, I think it's not worth the upgrade for me, because I would have to buy it outright, and I bought my last phone outright. So, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I have to try it out and see. Mm-hmm. But like I said before, we said it earlier, I like to have the new technology, and I like to know that if something happens to it for 2 years, I'm covered.
Right.
I don't need to worry about buying a phone because something suddenly is acting up. And also, like, maybe some of you saw the picture of my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
I like to take pictures with my phone
Right.
of my nephew, of like different trips.
Right.
I just have this phone to take pictures or videos. I don't have a camera like you do.
Right.
So I really appreciate that the quality is getting better and better every
Right.
time I get a new phone. So I actually just opened the camera app and it's gonna tell me like personalize your pictures. So maybe we should change it to English. It's easier, so then I don't have to translate it.
No, but I mean, even that step there is something you can do later too. It's not a.
I can do it later too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, since we talked about the new things or why it would be worth it, maybe.
Right.
I think that the pictures is really something, or the videos, like you tried it in the store, right?
Yeah.
And the blur it was adding for the background, I think it's a next level.
Yeah. So that with the blur, after studying these cameras and all that, the actual blur, the physical blur, it's not the software generated blur, is due to the maximum aperture of the lens.
Mm-hmm.
So just like your the iris of your eyeball can go and get smaller. With light, it gets smaller. And well, with cameras, if you open it up big, it'll obviously let in more light, but it also will give you that shallow depth of field or separation between your subject and the background. And that's, you see a lot of movies nowadays. If you pay attention, all the newer movies are doing that. All the recent movies are doing a lot of that, which is more work for them. But now you're able to get a lot of that naturally out of the higher end phones now. The software generated blur, when you start paying attention to it, you notice like, oh, that don't look right. Because it'll be like the hairline will be a little fuzzy or something like that, and it's not lined up like it should be. But yeah.
I can definitely tell a difference to the 12 Pro Max.
Yeah, and the low light.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying out the video setting. So people see my face twice. And it's going to be hard to show you like this. But I can really see how it immediately focuses on something.
Let me see.
And blurs out the background.
Let me see. Let's compare. Let me see yours.
You have the 13 or what do you have?
The 12. But my light, I think I got higher light right now on the setting. That's a video mode.
Yeah, look, my background.
Yeah. You can see it again. Like her background is blurrier than mine. So it's something that would be hard to show here. We can't really show it, but take my word for it. There's definitely a difference when it comes to that. But yeah, let's see what other questions we got. Also, Chrissy, she always comes in. She's a diehard supporter of taking the national.
Hi, what is that, Chris?
Yeah, Chris Corky. She's out in LA. I just finished paying for my 13 Pro. I usually wait a year to get the latest iPhone before a new one comes out. Yeah. I mean, if you only waiting a year, you on the cutting edge, So if you get the 13, I would say you straight with a 13. Unless you like the dynamic island or something else about the new iPhone. But like I said, even me, my 12, even though the camera's not as good as that, the fact that I got a 12 and I got that camera, I'm straight. I'll wait for the 15 probably. Okay, got Tobias the Traveler up in here. Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, where you at now? You in when was the last time we talked? You was in Texas, right? But you was about to get up and head back to Europe, I'm assuming. But yeah, let us know, man. What's the next endeavor? I seen you on whose live did I see you on the other day? Was it B&T? I think it might have been B&T's live. Yeah, I tuned in for a little bit. Yeah, man. So that was pretty much it, man. We how long we been going? How long has this live been going? I can't even. Oh, damn, we're going 49 minutes. Okay, so under an hour. Still. But yeah, you know, if y'all saw, I did a car video and I dropped it yesterday. I pushed it on, I did a little short, YouTube short, Instagram reel or story, I think maybe. But I'm thinking about doing another car video as well. So if you notice, we doing travel, we doing car videos, we doing phone unboxings. We probably gonna do some food videos because everybody likes food, you know, and the camera picks up food very well, I will say. I just don't like putting food in my mouth on camera. You know, I don't know. It's not me really. But to show the food, or maybe if I'm with somebody else and they eating and they don't mind, you know, putting food in their mouth, I'm down for that, you know. Yeah, man. 12 Pro Max, hey, holla at Dre. You know, you out there, you spending money on trips. You know, I get it, bro. Like, it's the 12 Pro Max is doing it. The only issue with the iPhones or any phone cameras that I've seen so far is the low light when there's light, and then you get those green orbs. I mean, when I first got the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I tried to ignore that shit. In my head, I was like, oh, but it still looks great. It's a great video. And after a while, I was like, yo, sometimes that shit is just distracting, annoying. And I'm like, it's like a reflective thing of the glass, right? So like these cameras, the bigger cameras, they know that. So their lenses, they coat them with a certain chemical coating that that gets rid of that. And even in direct sunlight, it brings it to what they call it lens flare. It brings it to a manageable point that it looks appealing. Like when you see it, it's like the Sonys, you can tell the newest Sonys because they have like dot, and it's like slightly bigger, but it looks uniform. And you're like, oh, that's nice. But with these iPhones or all phones, you see them and they're like green and they're like blocky and they're mimicking the light a little bit. It looks crazy. I don't like it. Currently in California, but we're returning to Europe next month. We're gonna do a around the world tour early next year. I hear you, bro. We might have to link up at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna still be in Europe. I gotta get down to Africa, and then from there, I don't know, man. Might come back to Europe. Might do Latin America. Might do Asia. You know, it's I don't even know. But I was looking at since my passport came in, I was looking at some spots even just for the weekend. Like, oh, damn, I might hop over here. But I think I might be going to France this weekend. I don't know how long we'll be there. And then, see what's up. Let me see what else we got. I got to do. So here's the thing in France. I got a young lady that's willing to do kind of like a photo shoot. We'll see, photo shoot, maybe video shoot, whatever, with some of the sites out there. And she's down to do it. I met her before. We did a little something. I took a little video. I don't think I shared that with y'all yet. But I don't know. We're gonna try some things. We'll see how it works out. It all works. Food videos get the most views and subscribers. Yeah. That is a good point. I could just get somebody. I just paid for the meal. Like, hey, I'm gonna feel like that, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm the meal's on me. I gotta film you putting this in your mouth, the food in your mouth. No, no innuendos or nothing like that. But I think it's a pretty good deal. Shoot, unless I wouldn't say you. Now, if you did it to a homeless person, you kind of exploiting that person, something like that. But true, yeah, food videos are always good, especially around the world. Okay, yeah. I think everybody that's traveling is doing some type of food. They have a food component to their travel videos. It's just that I really don't touch it that much. I touch it slightly. So if you notice, a lot of my stuff I show food and I just show it. But I was out with my friend, another one of my friends out here 2 weeks ago, I think. And we went out to eat, and she paid for the meal, by the way, which I ain't expect. But I was videoing the food, and I was looking at the camera like, "Damn, that joint look dope. It look better on camera than it." I was like, "Oh, dang, you might have to start doing food videos." So,
yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? You gotta eat every day. Yeah. Camera got too hot. That's one of the few times I had this, and I think it's because I had the settings wrong. I'm trying to record it there in HD while it's live streaming, so it's doing a lot. It's getting power from this computer, it's doing a live stream, and it's recording in HD quality to the memory chip. So I think that's the first time I set it up like this, and I think it's doing a lot for the thing. But let me, while it's cooling off, let me just go ahead and answer some of these questions right quick. Yeah, travel must include food. It's all part of conveying the culture. True. I like that statement. That's true. So they finally got right out of the green ball. I don't know. I don't think they got rid of the green balls from.
I don't really think we can try that here now because
if you pointed at that, maybe you're right, man. Because the 14, yeah.
I think we need to try that outside in the sun.
That's photo mode too, so put it in video mode.
Oh, photo, you had it too.
Yeah, so let's see. You might be right. Well, this is an LED light too.
Yeah.
And if you turn on the big light, and you point it at the light, you'll be able to see.
Turn it like brighter.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Let me hold up. Maybe you.
I'm not sure. I think it's more when this.
Let's see what my phone do.
Yeah.
My phone is showing green orbs. I see a little something, but not much. So like I see it right there when I move it. Mm-hmm. You see anything we move? Barely. Okay, you see it right here? Yeah.
I have that too.
Yeah, she still has some of it. So I don't think they got.
But it looks different.
Yeah, I don't think they got rid of it completely. I think it's definitely better, but this ain't the best situation to test it either because it's not that strong. If y'all didn't know what we was talking about, we was testing to see if the green orbs show up on your iPhone. Okay, you're gonna be live today at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Central. Is that East Coast time? Central time, I guess. I don't know. But okay, so that's probably gonna be late tonight over here. All right, I'll see if I can check it out. Yeah, man, I do got a lot of unseen video. I got a ton of video. Ace wasn't lying to y'all when he's like, "Hey, dude, got some stuff." I just need to get. Like I said, I need to be in a place where I feel like I'm comfortable and I can just edit. And I don't know. I get into a zone sometimes where I can edit, but then it's like, all right, I do 1 or 2 videos, and it's like, all right, I gotta wild out. I gotta go out and do stuff and forget this editing for a couple days or a week or whatever. I need to build up my editing muscles. You know, the muscle memory of like just getting in and editing. Also, too, the tools, the building blocks. Like once you start editing enough, you have certain things ready to go. You got your songs, you got this, you got that, and boom. I just need to get flexing on the editing mode. That's it. It'll come. Yeah. I would say, man, for us, if you traveling, bro, like it ain't necessary to buy. So I think if you got the 12 Pro Max, I mean, it ain't necessary. If you want to do it, but it ain't necessary. It ain't. The video, I'm assuming the low light is a little bit better. I wouldn't say a lot better because iPhone 12 Pro Max is still crushing. People watching my videos on the 12 Pro Max from earlier this year, and still asking me what camera was that with?
That's
So,
huge. So like when you press the button and you lock it, it has like the always on screen.
Oh yeah, it just dims it down.
Yeah. Like you can show it. So you see, this is which one is which? So this one is the 12 Pro Max, and this is the new one.
Right.
And then when I try to lock it, this button and this button. So I push the volume buttons at the same time.
Right.
Let me place my finger. So now I lock it. One turns black, and the other one turns darker. It's a lot of reflection. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, that's good.
Like that's.
Yeah, that's great. Cool. Cooking videos are always good. You know, you always gotta eat. It's always a win-win. True. Yeah, like that. What camera was I shooting with? The Sony A7 IV. Great camera. It will overheat if you max it out like I was just doing. But then again, if I wasn't recording, and I actually need to turn that setting off because I'm not going to use it. Now that I think about it, I'm not going to use the HD version of the live stream more than likely, unless I use like a snippet of it and maybe make a short out of it or something like that. But I was just experimenting, trying it today. If you're doing a live stream and you're not recording to the chip at the same time, then you ain't never got to worry about it overheating. The flippy screen is out. I'm sure I could probably turn it back on now and it'll come back on, and I could probably turn off that HD recording. But yeah. Matter of fact, let me do that right quick. Hold on.
You want to try?
Yeah. Since we still at an hour, we can go some more. We'll talk about some more stuff since we already in the groove anyway.
Yeah.
But what I'll do is come back on, and then I will. Before I do that, actually, yeah, because the microphone is picking up the sound there, so you might as well talk real quick.
But they start talking to each other. One is saying, I just received my new passport. So excited. And the other one is asking, oh, where you want to travel first? Yeah. She didn't respond yet. No, I travel a lot, but I'm not like they ask if I also have a blog about traveling.
Oh yeah.
I travel a lot, but I don't really do that. I take a lot of pictures, maybe post a status on my Insta or WhatsApp, but that's it.
All right.
So we're back on this one.
Yeah, but it's like the bigger view too.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's how I say it.
Yeah, we'll get it back. We'll get it back to where it should be. Boost up this light too.
Yeah, it looks a little messy with all that stuff laying around.
How's it look now? Is it zoomed in a little bit more?
No.
What?
Still looks the same.
There we go.
Yeah. Now it's zoomed in.
Is it too much?
No.
Zoomed in too much?
No, it's okay. It's like the same like it was
Okay,
before.
cool. Nice. All right, cool. So we back on it, and this time it shouldn't overheat, and the battery should stay good. Anyway, all right. So now we just chopping it up. Let's see. All right, let me get to some of these comments. Where on the planet are you and Carina? We in Germany, man. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the camera. That's the camera they will never get rid of. Oh, that's how they creep on you. I don't know what camera we talking about. Creep camera? I just received my passport last week, so excited. Congratulations. Congratulations, bro. Traveling is a stimulating and fun part. I would find the editing drudgerous. That's how you say that, right? Drudgerous? Yeah. I mean, it depends, bro. Like the editing, it's like where the magic happens too. Like it's a weird thing. It is a pain, especially in the beginning. I think when I first did edit, I was doing on iMovie, and it was hurting. Like I think I stayed up one night, all night, and I was at my spot in DC, and I didn't even really have no furniture, bro. So I was sitting on my couch. I had a little couch, and I didn't have a desk. So I used my ironing board, and I had my had it up on an ironing board, and it wouldn't. You know, ironing boards don't go to all kind of adjustable levels. So like I'm editing up here, and I think that video is still out there. But I just cranked it out all night, man. I had the biggest headache the next day from staying up and doing that ghetto ass editing. But now, at least for editing, any of y'all that know me have heard me talk about it before. And it was LumaFusion is a game changer. Once you start learning that system, you do it on an iPad, you can do it on your phone. It's mobile, you can move with it. So, all right, we got I think we gotta get out of here in the next 10 minutes or less. But let's bang through these questions right quick. I get asked what camera I shoot. Also, slightly touching up videos in post helps tremendously. Also, yeah. Carina, are you a travel vlogger too? Nope, she is not. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay, you shoot with your lives on your Sony ZV-1s, and it overheats after about 2 hours. That's not bad. 2 hours ain't bad. And then when you're shooting like that, it's overheated even when your screen is out, the flippy screen is out, because people never talk about the ZV-1 overheating. And it's a smaller camera, I know, has a smaller battery too, but I think it powers off your computer. I'm deciding between Mexico and Colombia. Not bad choices. I was just looking up something. Mexico is the #1 visited place in Latin America per year. It has 32 million international travelers that go there. 32 million out of a population of 120 something million. So it's a huge ratio when you think about it. 32 million out of less than 130 million. And then Colombia has a population of 50 million, smaller population, but only per year 3 million people visit it. So, it's interesting. Yeah, let's see. I'm still editing with iMovie. Man, for real? Yeah. Hey, if it works for you, it works for you. You know what I mean? Do what you do. But if you got an iPad, just spend the $30, get LumaFusion, have it. Not like you gotta jump over right away and start editing. But when you start playing with LumaFusion or looking up some videos, because LumaFusion themselves put out some videos even recently, and a lot of videos are less than 10 minutes, and they're just teaching you about some things. And one of the girls, I think her name is her name Carina too? No, it's Catherine, I think. But she's a pretty good teacher. She makes videos on it, and I did a class with her online, a live stream online, and she definitely helped me out with some things. But if you get onto LumaFusion, Tobias, and you need some help, you can always hit me up. But yeah, you need an iPad. You can do it from your iPhone, but the iPhone screen is too small. You can do a lot of stuff though from the iPhone on LumaFusion, and it crushes iMovie even from the iPhone. But let me see. Yeah, man, get out there and see the world, man. Whether it's Mexico or Colombia, hit it up. I don't have the screen out while shooting lives. Oh, bruh, throw the screen out, bruh. That's why it's overheating. Pop the screen out. Just it can breathe back there. Got to. That's a must. Keep them simple. I have an iPad. You told me about LumaFusion. Yep. Man, just go ahead and get that thing, man. I think it's $30. It'll, like I said, I can't see you. Even if you started making videos, I mean, even for the simple videos, it's just better, bro. Like an iMovie, the one thing in iMovie is you have to stay in that one track. And I think maybe you have one audio track you can put up, whatever. LumaFusion, you can do 6 audio layers below and 6 other video layers above. So it just frees you up to be more creative. Even if you think you ain't gonna use it, you might just throw one thing up there. I don't think I've ever used more than, actually, yeah, I have used up to 4, but it's not what you think. I have one video layer and then maybe another video layer on top. And then I might have, you know, your subscribe button. I put that on top of that or that, whatever else. So those subscribe buttons and all that they're not taking up a lot of space on the timeline. But I'll tell you, man, I think a lot of travel YouTubers need to be messing with LumaFusion. It's light software on the iPad. If you have, you know, an iPad from 2018 or newer, it crushes all the editing, all the video footage. Like even from this camera, the high quality footage that comes out of there, put it on an iPad, boom, it's just going. There's no, barely ever does it stall or have to wait on it. I mean, it has some hiccups every now and then, but they're so slight and easy to correct that it's not a big issue. Unlike in iMovie, when I started putting like 4K files up there from a camera like this, you would see it bog down. So, all right, what else we got? Continue to enjoy Germany, both of you. Bye from the UK. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, we about to get out of here too. So, yeah, man. That's why we gotta keep bouncing ideas off the ideas. You know what I mean? And you know, stay in touch, keep in touch, so we can keep the information flowing. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining the live today. Giving thanks to Carina for, you know, doing her unboxing of her new phone with us here, coming up with this idea of going live with the unboxing. Anything you want to say to the people?
No, I hope they liked it.
Yeah.
And yeah, everyone stay safe out there.
Stay safe. Keep traveling if you can. And watch some more of my videos, man. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. If you just watch it like, what's this dude talking about? Subscribe. You'll see what I'm talking about. I be dropping some jewels every now and then. You might learn something. Sometimes people do. I might learn something, you know. Anyway, y'all. I'm out. We out. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.